All right, so we had a really good question in the forums the other day from a user who was trying to set up a course with a quiz that actually had a couple different requirements. One of which was the quiz would have a custom pass slide built in PowerPoint, not using the default Quizmaker slide. But that slide would only be visible, of course, if the learner passes the quiz. So right here we have slide 3 at quiz. And there's actually a hidden slide after this quiz with a congratulations slide. Now, if the learner fails the quiz, they first off can't continue the course, right? They need to pass that quiz before they can continue. But then they're also directed to retake the quiz using the Quizmaker's fail screen, as well as the branching back to the actual quiz. So a couple of options going on here. Now, also included in this, right, is if we are adding a hidden slide after quiz, that's a congratulations slide. Once the learner has completed that, and say they're on slide 4 or any other slide here, we don't want them to navigate using the back button and then just going back by default, previous slide, and then getting to that congratulations slide. The idea is that that's only part of the quiz. That's a specific slide, right? So if I fail this, it gives me the fail screen. I have to retry it. I can review it, but I have to pass the slide. I cannot go forward until I pass it. So once I pass it, I get here and I get this congratulations slide. This is only part of the quiz. So I don't want this slide to ever be visible unless the learner has clicked and answered successfully in that quiz. So a couple good things going on here. Nothing too difficult, but I like the combination of options that this example brought together. So here's just the mock-up that I put together. So nothing unique here, just some slides advancing. When you get to the slide, the quiz slide, this is where things start to happen. So the first thing I wanted to do really was set up my slide properties. Now right here, this just give you an example, this is the slide that I want to hide. This is the congratulations slide. So this is the one that won't be displayed unless the learner actually proceeded from slide 3. So in slide properties, we can control all of this. Now, in this case, I set the advanced by user, but this really doesn't have any effect on how this course is playing. It won't automatically bypass the quiz if the learner doesn't even attempt it or answer it correctly. So really, this one doesn't matter, but everything else is just set up by user. Now, for the slide right here, for the congratulations slide, we just made that a hidden slide by just right-clicking it and saying, selecting hide in navigation, so it will not display. Now, the other part right here for the branching on the back buttons, this is really an important part of it, right? If the learner has successfully passed the quiz and is on a subsequent slide, we just want them to click the back button to go either back to the quiz or maybe the welcome or something else. We just don't ever want them to use the back button to see this slide. It's just kind of sloppy design, and it really this has nothing to do with any other part of the course other than this one quiz. So in a lot of ways, this is the same slide as if you use the custom pass slide within Quizmaker, but we're actually using it in PowerPoint. Okay. The next part of this would be the quiz, right? So if I open up the quiz, because we are creating that custom slide within PowerPoint, we want to disable the pass result slide. So right here, by default, this is selected. Just turn that off. And of course, the fail result is enabled, and we have a little message, you need to pass the quiz before you can continue. And essentially, that's it. Now, back in PowerPoint, also, when we inserted the quiz, we set up the properties right here. And we can control the branching. So when the user passes, the finish button, send them on down to the congratulations slide, slide 4. If they fail it, we'll send them back to the quiz, or we could, again, put them back to the welcome. But we don't want them to see that congratulations slide unless they pass the quiz, okay? We can let them take it as many times as they want, and then user may view slides after the quiz only after passing. That's another good one right there, because we don't want them to jump ahead even though they have to go back and finish that quiz. It's just best not to let them proceed until they've passed it. I'll make this file available in the forums. Again, it's just the title of the thread was Allow User to Leave Quiz. But I thought it was a good one because it actually really includes a lot of the common techniques you'll use in an actual course production. So good question.